My name's Cale Conley. I'm a partner here at Conley Griggs Partin. Really, one of the areas I've specialized in throughout my career is what we call products liability, which is where someone is injured because a product they bought or they were using either malfunctioned or had a defect either by design or the way it was manufactured that failed and caused them to suffer injury. And a lot of my work personally has been in the automotive context in terms of whether it's a tire tread that comes off while a family's driving to vacation and causes a loss of control and injury, or a person's driving home from work, minding their own business in their lane, they're hit head on and their airbag doesn't deploy. And as a result, they strike the interior of the vehicle and suffer an injury. Those are kind of some automotive products cases that I've developed expertise in. And then we also handle what I call consumer product liability cases. It could be pressure cookers that explode. It could be children's toys. We represented a family where a handle of a child toy came off and the toy went down a hill and caused injury. So really any kind of product that malfunctions or doesn't perform as intended, whether it be an airbag or a child's toy, we've developed the expertise to handle those kinds of cases. The first deposition I ever took in my career was in an automotive products liability case. It's not exaggerating to say I've worked on one every day of my career since 1996. An automotive products liability case is different from I got rear-ended at a stop sign because it necessarily involves experts and more science and engineering to understand, why didn't the airbag deploy? Why did this system not work to protect the occupant? Or why did that rubber on the tire suddenly come off when it should not have? And that requires, one, the lawyer having expertise to know what to look for, to have seen it before and go out and, I go out and actually personally look at vehicles to try to find the signs and the evidence that we then get the consultants and the engineers to get involved with that you just don't see in an ordinary motor vehicle case. And that requires not only the lawyer's experience, but those connections, those relationships with the right experts, the best experts, the ones seeking to find truth with the skill to do it. And I think that what we bring to the table in the automotive products liability context is that wealth of experience. We've seen a lot, and we know the right people to go to develop the proof that's needed to win the case. One thing that drives me in all our cases is helping individual families or people who have suffered something they didn't want to go through. And that runs throughout. But in automotive products liability, the additional sort of reason I'm passionate about it is I believe that the litigation system can help improve safety. And I think we've seen it. Years ago, our firm handled a number of cases involving, sport utility vehicles that had tire tread separations and rolled over. A lot of people remember there were Ford Firestone cases. There were others. Today, those SUVs are wider, they're longer, they're lower, they're less prone to roll over. And most tires now have safety features, cap plies, liners that we've been saying for years they should have, now they do. And we've seen improvements in certain product areas as a result of the clients we've had who've had the courage to, pursue it. Airbags have improved greatly over time. And I believe that what we do contributes to that improvement of safety because it brings awareness of it. It brings it to the mindset, and honestly, holding companies accountable for injuries that result from decisions they made to put profits over people is what changes behavior and leads to innovation and improvement. If you or a loved one has suffered harm and have questions about how the legal process may can address them, we're here anytime, and our initial consultation is always free of charge.